What's poppin', yo? Today we're going to be checking out what's on my shelf behind me. Now I have been going through my collection and going through the stuff that I have in boxes, my games and my boxed consoles. I do still need to show the actual loose consoles that I have, but basically these ones behind me are the ones that I like so much that I like looking at and picking up all of the time. So we're going to go through this today. I'm using a new lens. Now I did use the new lens in the last video on this second channel, so I'm still trying to figure things out, so just bear with me on that. Ultimately it yields a far nicer image and it's much sharper. So yeah, that's enough chit chat. So basically this shelf I picked up from Amazon for about £50. It was a flat pack thing that took me too long to build. And I've got all of the most sort of sentimental things and coolest things, in my opinion, on it. So we're going to start at the top and move our way down. So I guess we can start off over here. I have a little plant pot which has a face on it. Moving on, I've got this tiny little handheld. This is called the Pocket Sprite, and it is literally a Game Boy Color and an original Game Boy emulator. It's just a tiny little Game Boy. It's really cool. I have done a video on it. I'll link that in the card up in the corner because it is sweet. My friend John bought this for me. I've wanted one for ages and he found one faulty on eBay. We swapped out the battery and it was good to go. Right next to that I have my GPI case. This is a console that I absolutely adore. It's probably the best device I have to play my emulation games on. It does everything. It's absolutely amazing. Now next to that, this is not something that's going to interest everyone. I have a complete Cougar Boy boxed game collection. This is one of the coolest things I have in my collection. Me and my friend Stuart were both fans of the Cougar Boy. This dude was selling them from Brazil, which is where the Cougar Boy was sold. Brand new stock that was just never opened for like £30 for the whole collection. Ridiculous. Next to that we have a couple of sonic screwdrivers. Now this one was actually handmade. I commissioned a guy called VicTech Industries to make this for me, and this one is the Wand Company one. Not that a lot of people are going to care about sonic screwdrivers, but Doctor Who was a huge part of my childhood, and these sonic screwdrivers are from the Doctor that I grew up watching. And then lastly on the top we have my PewDiePie play button. This thing is absolutely ridiculous and it just sits here. Yeah. And then we've got a little IKEA plant. Now moving down, I've got a couple of cupboards. Now I'm not going to go through everything in these cupboards because it's not going to be too interesting, but essentially this is camera stuff and cables, and this is Walkman stuff. And then I've got a couple hard drives, my Game Boy, my notebook, and that's about it. And whilst we're looking at cupboards, we'll do this one as well. Down here I have Walkmans, handhelds, and chemical stuff to clean stuff with. So yeah, that is what's in there. Now moving on to this top row. This is my pride and joy row. I absolutely love everything. Well, to be honest, I love everything on all of them, but this is my Megaduck collection, or my Cougar Boy collection. I've got all but one Megaduck up here. The only one I need is called the Good Boy, and it was black and purple. Really damn cool. I've only ever seen 2 of them in existence, and both of the owners are not willing to sell them to me. So yeah, I got the Cougar Boy, the Hartung Megaduck, and the Wellback Holdings Megaduck. And I've also got a backlit and Biver retro modding NES controller style DMG. Moving down one, things get a little bit more interesting. So on the left-hand side, I have my DMG test cartridge, which was from Nintendo's Repair Center. Really damn cool. Next to that, I have a Systema 2000, which is one of the rarest handhelds that is available in the world to buy. But if and when they ever do come up, you can get them for like £5. Next to that, we've got an equally rare handheld. It's not its own handheld with its own games library. It's literally a DMG clone. So that just sits right there. It's called the Megagame. And then next to that, we have my transparent, clear Game Gear, which is recently something that I've repaired on the channel, and it's just stunning. And actually, at the moment, I've got an EverDrive X7 in here that I've been playing, and I've loaded it up with a few of my games, and it's just the most beautiful little combination. I absolutely love the Game Gear now. Now, moving down, we have some of my rarer Game Boys. Now, I've got both the gold and the silver boxed Gameboy Lights. One of them is missing the manual, but They're in very, very good condition, and I picked them up for around $100 each, which is actually a very exceptionally good price. I've got them both in box protectors just to look after them. In the middle of that, I have my Famitsu 500 GBP Japanese exclusive Game Boy Pocket box. I don't actually own the console. It was on Sendico for like £30, and I just bought it in anticipation for one day getting the console loose. And then on the front, we have my 3 Toys R Us limited edition Game Boys. So on the left-hand side, we have the recently refurbished Toys R Us Jungle Green transparent. I don't know what it actually is. In the middle, we've got the Emerald Green Game Boy Pocket. And on the far right-hand side, we have the Toys R Us limited edition transparent yellow Game Boy Light, minus the battery cover. But I got it for 50 quid. And then on the bottom, last but not least, we have, on the far left at the back, a gamete, a boxed gamete. Calm down, I know, it's cool, I'm cool. Next to that, we have MRC, the N64 game that you had to play in order to win the next thing we're going to talk about, the Imagineer Game Boy Pocket, the glow-in-the-dark Japanese exclusive Imagineer Green Game Boy Pocket. I've done a pretty cool video on that, if I do say so myself. Next to that, we've got a grey Game Boy Pocket, boxed, because I like the grey ones. And then behind that, we have the Game Plus, which is, again, one of the rarest handhelds ever out there, but I got it for 80 quid. So it's not like, you know, these things are rare, but they're not worth a lot, mainly because the demand is pretty low. Now, I guess one other thing we can do is go through what's in this basket. Now, this is my basket of stuff that I've done repairs on and I haven't done anything with, and I probably will sell some of these soon and give away some. So 2DS, I got a black DSi, which actually I need to drop off to my friend who I said was going to give that to. Pink 3DS, pink original DS. Now this you're going to see very soon because we are doing the famous Game Boy Macro mod, and I'm very excited to get stuck into that. I've ordered some poly body filler and I'm looking forward to getting stuck into that. Blue DSi, PSP, and then we've got my PS Vita Slim, Neo Geo Pocket Color. This is the slim version. And then we've got fake knockoff Game Boy looking horizontal thing. And then we've got a AGS 101 Game Boy Graphite that I picked up faulty. It's got quite a few problems. I've ordered some replacement parts for it, so hopefully, in fact, that's probably going to arrive today. So yeah, you'll see this video very soon on the channel. And it also came with a game called Mr. Nuts. So yeah, that's cool. And the reason why I showed that was just because I'm going to be showing my loose handhelds very soon. And that's not going to include these, because these are in this cupboard. And that is going to wrap up this video. I really hope you have enjoyed. If you're new to the second channel, consider subscribing for more daily content whilst we're in quarantine. Stay safe, wash your hands, stay at home, look after yourselves and your families, and I'll catch you in the next one. Goodbye. Also, check out Ashen's and the Polybius heist coming very, very soon. This is an excellent badge on an excellent hat to cover an excellent haircut.